Hey, you already know who I be. Your sister T. Coffee, tea, you can't forget about me. You already know my life's motto. It does not matter if I know you or if you know me. But because we are human beings and we are Americans, that is what makes me and you family. Today, first of all, I want to say you didn't hear from me yesterday because I had a bad day. So that's that. Now I want to say what the topic of today is going to be. I want to talk to any sister or brother that's out there that may not have your mother on earth as I speak to you today. If so, we have something in common. I too don't have my mom. And there's two things I wanted to just explore with you if you didn't mind. The first one is, do you ever feel your mother's presence? And then the second thing is, when you do feel it, what do you do about it? Now, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm not finna go all, you're not finna take me on no ride to go out there about no scientific, no, I'm not going there with you. I'm just expressing how I feel, and that's it. Okay. So, lately, well, since my mother has passed, I can feel her presence around me at times. When it first started happening, I used to be afraid of her because it was very strong. And it was almost like she would appear because the aura was so like I knew who it was. Now, I came to enjoy when she chooses to come and visit with me. When she come and just let me know she's there. It really does give me some pleasure. I am so happy that she does that for me. Now, we all have memories of what our mom taught us. I know your mom instilled some things in you and told you some things, just like my mom instilled in me and told me some things. One of the things that my mother used to have on a scroll on the wall was the Gestalt prayer. And it goes like this: I do my thing, you do your thing. I am not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you are not in this world to live up to mine. If by chance we find each other, it's beautiful. If not, life goes on and it's still beautiful. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to let you know about my mom. And my mom also had in our home, all around the house, was photos of a black man or woman. And I remember this one picture we had on the wall was a naked black man and woman. And it said, black lovers are the best. And I didn't quite understand that. I'll be honest with you, I didn't. You know. And so oftentimes when I think of my mom, I think about the things that she'll say to me or I'll say to her. That could be kind of funny. My mother wrote a lot. So she used to say, I wrote something I want to tell you. And then at the end, she'll ask you questions about like she wrote a story about a bird. My brother was locked up. And she went through the whole story. When she got to the end of it, she go, who is the bird, Candy? So, I don't know, Mama, who? Junior. So it was about my brother, but I didn't get it. She had to break it down. Once she broke it down, I got it. Another thing, love you more, love you back. That's something my mom created that. Yes, she did. And it's a game in our family that we yet carry on to this day. Love you more, love you back. It's the first person that say it. It's either when you first see someone or when they're leaving. But you always say, love you more, love you back. And so it's just those little things. She had a picture on the wall with a naked black woman holding a baby up to the sky. Just Black powered or Black Panthered out, I guess I could say. But her twin was a Black Panther, and by him being into the Black Panther, I think that's what drew her into it. Because nobody else in the family, none of my other aunties or uncles had Black power or things to celebrate being Black. My mother was very angry at people who would make a distinguish between what type of Black. Like if you light-skinned, dark-skinned, prettier, she don't care about none of that. None of that. Not my mama. No, she'll tell you Black is Black. And she loved the black and the berry, sweet the juice. And my mom was honest. If I went to my mom and asked her, she gonna give me the honest truth. She's not gonna mislead me or misguide me. She's gonna tell me the truth. So, at 13 years old, now wait a minute, before I get into this, I didn't told everybody. My show is not for children. I am 61 years old. I am not talking to a child. I am not talking to a youngster unless they can comprehend and deal with it. Otherwise, this is not the airplane for you. Do not board. Do not board. It ain't saying all aboard. You go get you on the train where they hollering all aboard. The plane ain't hollering that. No, we ain't doing that over here. This is a private jet over here. Anybody get up in this airplane know where we going. Frontwards, forwards. We ain't never going backwards and looking backwards. You know, where we done been. We'll always look forward or deal with what's right here and right now. So, I say that to say this. When I was 13 years old, I went to my mother and I asked my mother, I said, Mama, how does sex feel? What does it feel like to break your virginity? My mom said, have a seat. Candy, have a seat. We're finna talk. She said, let me tell you something. You're not gonna like it. It's gonna be very uncomfortable, comfortable. She said, it's gonna hurt. Oh, it's gonna hurt. She said, you're gonna bleed. And she said, the person that you give it up to may not appreciate it. Because for a man, it's not nothing for him to bust the cherry. You feel me? It's just clout to him or ego trip to him. But for that woman, it's precious. Now for me, it's very precious. Because I'm not finna have, nor have I ever, anything and everything and a whole bunch of things going up in this canal of mine. Nah, I ain't gonna have it over here. God forbid it ain't gonna happen over here. I don't know what nobody else gonna do. But that brings me to what Cat Williams say. Cat Williams say, all vaginas are good vaginas. Mm-hmm. Now I say two things to that, Cat Williams, and I love ain't nobody right now on this earth living more funnier than Cat Williams. That is my guy. I'm his co-pilot. But there's two things about that sentence I want to address. First of all, if he was just talking about the generic of poop nannies are okay, just a poop nanny in itself is okay, then okay, I say okay. But ain't every poop nanny God forbid. I just gotta say it, you know. You can't. That's one book you better not judge by the cover. You better make sure you done addressed and found out everything and washed it and cleaned it yourself and looked at it and make sure it's what it's supposed to be and not play. You know, make sure there ain't no surgeries being. You better check everything out. But you know what? I don't even care if you do. I can care less what somebody else do. I know what he gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. The first place we going is into the shower. Oh, yes, we are, baby. We going to the shower. And I don't need you to do nothing. I got this. I'm going to bathe you. Wash you. Massage you. Lotion you and powder you down. And then when I get through, you'll be asleep like a baby. Because the loving gonna come. You feel me? I'm gonna love on you. But boy, I tell you, before it even get to that, believe you me, there's a lot of investigation gotta be going on. Ain't no way. I just don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get how women are so loose with their bodies or their poontannys. I don't get that. And I'm not judging. I'm not. I'm me. I speak for me. I speak to represent me. I'm not here to discourage you or tell you who to be. You got you. And if you don't, can't nobody help you. Because only you are the CEO of you. Who else somebody gonna go and talk to about you but you? Come on, people. Come on now. Not over here. This ain't gonna happen. It's really not gonna happen like that. But back to what I was talking about your mom. Just know that whatever your mom taught you, when she comes to your mind, maybe speaking to her wouldn't be bad. Maybe not, like special occasions when mom would normally be there, but she's not able to be there because she's not here to be there. You could talk to her about that day. Hey, Mom, had another baby. Hey, Mom, had another grandchild. Hey, Mom, your grandson graduated from high school, college. You could talk to her. I don't know if that'll help you, but it surely helps me. And as you know, I'm only here to do what? Love on you, encourage you, motivate you, and just enlighten you on things that I do that maybe you want to try that can help you. But you can always tell me, what do you do? If you don't have your mother on earth, what do you do when the thought of her comes? Do you ever feel her presence? I know it's hard. I know. And I'll tell you right now, it's never going to be a day. As long as we living, we're going to always yearn for that one person, Mom. God only gave us one. See, there's only one somebody that carried you in their womb, made sure that you came into the world healthy, and did all they can for you. See, you're a mother now. And I know, as being a mother myself, you keep learning how to be a mother, or a parent, I should say. You never stop learning. You never stop learning. You get a lot of situations, and they may be new. They may be new things that it could be something you never had to address before, because your children are now grown versus when they were younger. But I just want you to know that it's not good to, I think, suppress any feelings. That's why I came on today to talk about the loss of your mother. Because there's times in your life when there's nobody to replace Mom. And being that my mom is gone, I have to keep living on. So I just came up with a remedy of saying, when I feel my mother's presence, I will talk to her. I don't go to the graveyard. I don't go back to the grave. To me, that's like reliving her death and reminding me that she's not here no more. I already know she's not here, but I don't need to go back to the graveyard and all that. Even though we got a picture of her on her graveyard, on the tombstone, and we bought this red rock so my two brothers can go out there and shine it and polish it up, because that's something that the mortuary or they don't do it. The cemetery, they don't do it. If you buy anything like that, you have to treat it yourself. There's a certain thing you have to put on that type of rock to make, and then the photo that's on there, it's made out of certain things, so they give you this polish you have to buy or whatever. But I think that's something for probably my baby brother, because my baby brother, I think he already goes out there. And I think my other brother goes out there. I doubt it very seriously if my sister go out there, and there was only 4 of us. I know I don't go out there, and I won't go out there. That's not for me. So anyways, I just wanted to encourage you, my sister and my brother, and let you know that I too understand. I go through the same thing. My mom is in here, and I think about her. I wish she was here. But I love rehashing her teachings. You know, like I told my granddaughter, I said, do you know that on Saturdays, holidays, all the children outside playing, my brothers, one got 2 brothers, me and my sister and our 2 brothers, they get to go outside and play. But my mama's still asleep. So my mom had a rule. You're not going to wake her up out of her sleep. And especially if it ain't nothing that's urgent. So sometimes she wouldn't wake up till in the afternoon when the morning is already gone. And the only reason why we couldn't go outside and play, because she hadn't combed our hair yet. We had to have our hair combed before we go out that door. Oh, yes, we did. Oh, yes, we did. So I'm just thankful. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful how my mother taught me. My mother just didn't. Hold on 1 minute. My apologies. I should have got it before I came in here. But I don't know if you can see what this says, but it says, my mother did not tell me how to live. She showed me. And this is why I go to the thrift stores. Because of my mom. My mom used to always go to secondhand stores, yard sale, thrift stores. And so that's instilled in me. So you ain't gonna find me at no mall. Nah, nothing out the mall. If I ain't going there to get a specific thing, no. And usually the only thing I want in a mall that I ever go to a mall for is eyebrow threading, and that's about it. I don't have nothing to do with the mall. No, not at all. Not at all. Not one single bit. But you will find me at a Goodwill. You will find me at a Salvation Army. You will find me at any thrift store. Oh, yes, you will. And I don't care where you go to shop. I go where I go, you go where you go. Because you already know I'm going to do me. I ain't going to wait on you to do me. Oh, you got me twisted. That'll never happen. So anyway, I like this. I found it, and I only paid $1 for it. It's the most precious thing I've found. I really, really love it. I really, really do. So it hangs up there where my coffee machine is. So I get coffee daytime, nighttime, middle of morning, early morning, like a blunt. It ain't no time. You feel me? It's whenever I want it. So every time I get me a cup of coffee or go to the microwave, I get to see this. And I get joy inside. Because my mother did show me how to live. Another teaching, and I'm almost through here, me and my sister had to sit on a couch. And my mother used to let us put on a dress. And we had shorts on up under there, but she said, I'm finna teach y'all how to sit when you're in a dress. So she'll have us stand up. She'll have you stand up. Stand up. Now sit down. And when you sit down, If you don't close your thighs, this is why the cameramen, and this is why women, I feel like, shouldn't wear short skirts and short dresses, because if you showing your underwear and all up in here, you're not closing your legs right. You can't just close your knees across your legs but have all this up here open. You got to close this up here first, this down here. You got to close that up. And so once she sat us down on the couch, or after we sat down, if she could see in between our thighs, hey, that was a pop. She'd make me do it again. She made us do it until we were able to get what she was saying when you're in a dress. When you're in a dress and you close your legs, you want me to show you the difference? See? Can't see up in there. You know what? I closed them. I closed my legs. And that was another lesson that she taught us. You know, gosh, I can go on and on about my mom. She was just fabulous. Everybody loved to talk to her. I don't understand it, but she would talk to anybody. And everybody loved talking to my mom. Everybody did. It wasn't a person that didn't want to talk to her. She talked to everybody. She helped so many people. And in her later years, she was sickly. She couldn't go out of the house a lot, so she did a lot of phone, talking to people from the phone. I'm just glad she's not suffering no more. I'm just glad that she lived her life and showed me how to live, to where I too, upon dying, and after my body goes from what you see today to dust, it will transform into that new body that will meet Jesus in the sky upon his return. That's because of my mom, my grandma. I almost like I had two mothers, because my grandmother raised me from 12 to 18. And then my aunts, they kind of like became big sisters and brothers. And they just called me Little Tate, Baby Tate. And then my baby auntie, she used to always have to take me wherever she went. She didn't want to take me, but oh well, you had to do it, so it's okay. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. I just wanted to touch in and just let you know that when your thought of your mother comes to your mind, embrace it. And I think if you do embrace it, maybe it'll do for you what it do for me. I love when my mother come to my presence and come around me. Well, until the next tea time on the same tea channel, I want you to be safe. And I pray that God bless you and all your family members and keep them safe. And God bless the United States of America, our president and his family, and our vice president and her family. Be blessed.